Hi guys, welcome to Petrolheads London, and the first time I managed to actually do this on the bike and sink the planet. Guys, what a great idea. So at 11 o'clock UK time, 12 o'clock French time, everybody's out riding. I've chosen to do this on my own today. I'm on a short little ride. We are literally on the countdown. You see that clock, 10:59. I'm just going to take you to what I think is one of the most beautiful spots around here in near Richmond. If I can find somewhere to stop and talk to you guys. If not, we'll just have a ride around. But there we go, 11 o'clock, and we're riding with Sink the Planet. So today's conversation, you get given a topic if you've not watched one of the... Oh, no, I can't talk. You don't get given a new set of teeth. You get given a topic that they like people to talk about. And it's a synchronised ride of people all over the world, and it just kind of shows that unity between bikers, which there really is. You know, we wave to each other and you chat to a stranger on a bike, which is great. So yeah, well done to the guys who organised this. I think it's 4th or 5th year in a row. So yeah, I didn't want to bring this to you, sat in traffic. There we go. The topic this year is, what does freedom mean? And to me, I think actually I'm doing YouTube and I'm on a bike, and I actually want to talk about both of those things because I think they're really, really relevant. So to me, freedom on a bike is something that I've been allowed or afforded to have since I was, well, 16, when I first had my first bike. And the freedom in which that has given me... Hold on. Well, you might tell my new exhaust pipe on this is lovely. It's a delicious sound. Anyway, back to the topic. So I've been very lucky to have bikes since I was 16, pretty much constantly. And especially when I was 16 and I had no transport of my own, it literally did give me freedom to go to places, explore things, have some bit more independence, which didn't require the bus. Before anyone says it, I know I'm running out of petrol. And I think that's a really special thing when you're young. I think to be trusted with a vehicle and to be given that freedom. So here's the view. This is amazing. That's the Thames there, guys. We'll try and park up here and continue this conversation. I just think this is very, very special. We'll just... I think I'm going to turn around so we get a better view of what it looks like. So, freedom on a bike kind of started for me then, and I think anyone who's lucky enough to have a bike and ride gets that freedom. So we can park up and have a proper look at this view, because I think this is beautiful and kind of shows, well, maybe a bit of freedom in itself. So I think that's why it's definitely worth looking at. So we're going to pull over just here. So the other thing to talk about is I'm also really lucky to have had... It's a great view, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? It's probably not the best view, but you've got Twickenham Stadium over there and a really, really beautiful view. But I'm also really lucky to have had trips away, especially my Africa trip, which was a real trip of a lifetime. And to me, that kind of freedom on a bike in the middle of nowhere, in the desert, just man and machine, which sounds terribly sort of poetic, doesn't it? But actually is pretty phenomenal. It's a bit warm today. We're having a bit of a heat wave in England, which is unheard of. So to me, that's really important. And I think the other thing to talk about is so freedom of speech. So by doing YouTube, the one thing I get is a platform to talk. You may or may not listen to me, I don't know. But actually, that's an amazing thing to have. And, you know, that comes from our forefathers who've fought to make sure that we all have freedom of speech. And yes, YouTube's a relatively new platform, but what this is we have the ability to speak our mind and say what we want. And isn't that an amazing world in which we live in? And not everybody is as fortunate as that to be able to have that kind of freedom. So to me, what's freedom about? Well, as I said, riding a bike and being on YouTube gives me both of those things, freedom of speech and also freedom on my bike. And I think we're all in very, very fortunate positions, and we mustn't forget those who are less fortunate. And you know, not that long ago, many parts of the world who were governed without that kind of free speech and the ability to have that kind of freedom. So to me, that's freedom. And I think the only way to show that is, well, let's get on this bike and ride it a bit. Not very far, because I need to go and get some petrol. But look, guys, thank you for watching Petrolheads London. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe. Let's go for a ride. Take care. Today, everybody seems to be being really nice to bikers. Had a really nice bus driver let me out. These guys here, actually, I've been here a few times. He's always friendly in there. New Roadster, new Roadster. Sorry, that's the new BMW i8 Roadster. Spotted. Guys, I'm going to sign off here. Have a great day. Thank you for riding with us. Cheers.